set a record?
Hang on.
What?
Go ahead.
What set a record by being the top-selling book, excluding the Bible, selling over 74 million copies by 1993?
Okay, yeah.
And everybody would look at each other and look at me or something and be like,
What's the answer?
the Bible.
No, what?
No,
What? Didn't you just, what fucking questions did you read?
the orange one.
Orange?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that the one you're talking
wait.
about?
Yeah, it's the Bible. Wait.
It's not the Bible, it's more.
The Guinness Book of World Records. Okay, I read that wrong. But there were some that were just so insane that I couldn't even...
It's genus 4, man. I mean, they're weird. They're, the answers, as we've started to notice, if you figure out the formula of the question, like, they become kind of obvious.
Ow, what is up with my
And
toe?
it can be kind of amazing how sort of obvious.
Yeah, like...
They're hiding behind the form of the question.
There'd be like 6 questions in a row about famous people, it seemed, or maybe thrown in there, and like 5 of them would be dead. You know, and I'd be like,
we got a real feel for that on the trip
happen?
in here, how the questions work and how you guess.
So
like,
why?
You haven't had as much.
So explain this from the beginning.
Okay, sitting there high, or whatever.
You started smoking, and
Yeah.
for the first time, you're breathing in all the way through your lungs, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I guess.
And you hadn't done that before.
Well,
I've
you've
done
been
it
high
before, yeah,
You've
but-
been high.
Mostly, I never really just smoked weed, that's it. You know? So that was just that, and I didn't think
You
anything
took
was going
a
to
couple
happen.
hits when you were drunk.
Yeah, or something. Not even. But, or just like 2 hits and that's it. But that was weird, man. That was.
So
I was sitting there watching the Jetsons with you guys and
Yeah.
everything. I remember that. And that's another thing. It seemed like you guys were talking so fast. Like when I came back in, like it was like this endless flow of words that would not stop, and it drove me nuts. Because it was like you were just talking all over the place. What were some of the things you were talking about?
Jetsons, what decade it was from?
What? I mean,
That after that.
Me and Ken do have a tendency to jump from top to
Yeah,
top.
that's what,
really
and that
quickly
really didn't
based
settle.
on
And that whole
related words.
Based on short attention spans and watching TV. I mean,
and you guys with the pillows, man. It's like, okay, Ken's got the pillow over here, and like which one of you guys wants to do it? I heard, you know, and like seriously, you didn't like
Oh my
advance
no.
at me, did you? You guys did. I swear to God, you did. And I was like, and like we would get to like 3 normal questions, right? And then all of a sudden you're like answering. Okay, it's so I should organize this, dude.
well, yeah,
I
let
really
me
shouldn't
ask you
tape it.
something.
It's too
when
all
did
over.
you start to? I mean, when did you notice that kind of? I mean, you had to understand a little bit that the paranoia was all.
The paranoia was right when
trial.
the first time I left. As soon as I closed the door,
Okay.
I heard somebody say something about when are we gonna get him? When are we gonna tell him?
Okay.
You know, like that I'm dead. You know, and it was.
But did you? I mean, after you
It was
noticed
like this battle
that,
of like
you were
insanity.
Thinking, after you noticed that you were thinking like terrible, ridiculous things, like you were dead and whatnot. Like
That's
when did you at that point rationalize it all? I was like, oh, I just smoked a lot of drugs, so that's kind of what's making me paranoid. Even though, even if you're starting to believe like the.
But I couldn't even like. I thought it was beyond that because I never felt it, so I didn't know what it was. But I don't even know.
What kind
It's
of
like-
mood were you in before you started smoking?
I was okay, just tired. But I was like, there's some kind of like a band against me kicked in all of a sudden, and like,
So that must have been in your subconscious.
I don't know, I guess. It was just weird,
Just leftovers from a couple nights ago.
I guess, yeah.
We were.
And I didn't know,
Did you have any dreams last night about that?
but the whole thing, I thought you guys were just plain old fucking with me. And
Oh,
then,
really?
and then like a couple of the questions were just about religion or something. And, I don't
Oh,
I
and we
can't-
pointed out that you went to.
Catholic school?
Catholic school, yeah.
That,
Just talking about masturbation was.
yeah, but that was nothing. That was maybe that, yeah, maybe that.
And
worked with it.
We represent public school system, like as a.
Yeah, but I
community.
wasn't,
I can see where
offended.
you would go from that.
But it wasn't. It was
Yeah, you
definitely
mentioned
whatever
religious
happened. The
You
drugs.
mentioned religious a couple times, and then I remember that you went to Catholic school. It's
And like when you would say
freaky, man.
final, oh dude,
Oh yeah.
I'd be like,
wow.
come on, man.
You said what?
Like you were just giving me these
Oh,
looks of
final
like,
answer.
we're
Right.
going to kill you. And
That's the
Ken would look
ultimatum.
over and be like, and then all of a sudden Kristen, whose back is to me, she fucking turned around. And like one time, all 3 of you guys were looking at me, and I just had to freak out.
And yeah, I remember one question. I think maybe it was around the same time. that we were like, does anyone know? Did we do this one before? Remember that one where we had done it before? And we were all just waiting for Ed to say it forever. And then I finally said it.
Yeah, that was just like, I thought that was like...
And yeah, Rand, you really were trying to guess it. You thought it was an engine block or something. I forget now.
What?
Like, after everything you said, I wanted to say, what did you just say? What do you know?
Ed, do you want a piece of bread too?
Sure, I guess.
Okay, I'll put one in.
Forget what it was,
Okay.
but you really wanted to guess it.
Oh, the PX. Vietnam.
That is on the scariest thing of that night. Because it was like, it was, I want to read that, dude.
It was in that deck over there.
It's so bad that I can't like really recall everything. That shook me up.
It was what
The
D
question
word,
facing side is what I was drawing.
Oh, okay.
What D word?
It should be back within the last
Like right
10
here?
cards.
Right here?
Wait,
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
Let me. Yeah, it said like,
It was
going
what,
down or
it was, no, it was death was the
it was,
answer.
yeah.
What D word did Vietnam soldiers commonly use?
Yeah.
Slang.
And you guys, the way you guys said
to-
D word or something, I remember D word, you know, and I remember, give me that PD quick. Give me that PD quick. And that's, you know, and it's like, and then all of a sudden you're taking that out and you're opening it, and then marijuana.
It was like a ritual when we
It was-
pulled it out, right?
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
was, dude. It was
Because
like,
we
you're gonna get
smoked
high
it.
again, right? You're gonna get high again,
Yeah,
right?
we
Like
smoked a couple times.
kind of like
on the way.
looking down on me though, like you're gonna get high again. You're gonna fuck up everything again. It's
Yo,
just,
Ed, let me tell you this. Since we like got together and started the trip, like we smoked like every now and then, and you know, we're all like mad comfortable with it. We'll just smoke
fuck.
like that. You know, we don't
Did I answer this one by any
get
chance?
pulled out and then we just start up. So,
But that was-
if it seemed
I
like
can't
we
do
were
it.
just going through the motions, maybe we kind of were.
Yeah, because you guys are pretty high. I'm looking at, because you got, but this one, did I answer this one? Did this one come up? Because I would have probably cried if it did. What 1996 movie title came from a Louisiana prison? Guards cry as a convict is escorted to his execution.
Dead man walking. No.
Yeah, oh, dude, you sure? Because that was like the type of shit that was going on. It might like, shit in like in LA. Like
So,
you came
Ed,
to
is
LA.
this kind
and-
of cool now?
I'm-
like
I don't know what to think about it, man. I'm fucking
I mean,
out of it.
you were believing it at the time. Some ill shit. Was
Yeah.
going on. But now you've been able to
I'm
step
like
back and
fucking-
identify that you were
I thought
you
I
were delusional at the time.
Yeah,
Not delusional,
yeah.
But, you know, so
but I
what?
really didn't know until a little while ago.
Isn't that crazy that he got that fucked up?
It is. I thought that it was fucking hell, man. It was hell.
I kind of felt like that the bad acid trip.
Yeah, because I just was like, how's it gonna end? You know, I couldn't drink water or anything. It's just,
Really tough time. The time I trip for 2 days, and K-Rock showed up right at the tail end of it, and he was just had stayed with me the whole time. I was like this not quivering, but I was laughing hysterically at everything because it's the only thing you can do.
nah, I can't even get.
It was,
I can't imagine getting like that on
awake
weed.
for 2 days tripping hardcore. It was so hard. I was like,
Laughing.
Would you
so
eat
exhausted.
like
Nothing.
anything?
You can't
Ramen?
It's,
No.
I think when you talked about it, everything was gray Play-Doh. Everything you drink, anything you put in your mouth, anything you touch.
Oh my god, I could not handle that.
And then worst thing was I had a cold. At the
Great
time.
Play-Doh.
I had a cold at the time, so I had to keep blowing my nose or sneezing or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'd blow my nose and sneeze, and then everything, my hands were like covered in slime, like a frog or something. They were covered in slime. Like I would just be wiping. I can't get it off, and I would just wipe everything.
Were you crazy or
How do you
was it
handle that
really
shit?
messy?
Off.
Were you crazy or messy?
No, I couldn't. I blew my nose into a napkin and threw it away. I didn't get any on myself.
Oh man.
But I really felt like I did. And maybe I just had sweaty palms.
So would
'cause
you
I was,
just wash
in
your hands
reaction.
then and stop worrying about it?
Oh no! It felt like that glue. But remember that glue earlier in the car? You know that you can roll up into a ball.
Yeah.
It felt like my hands were covered in that. You know, so you could get it off if you rubbed it. But you just had to get it. You just had to do that. You know, that's what it felt. It wasn't like a wet feeling. It was like a
Cheetos
goo.
or something.
Yeah, it was just, and just that for 2 days. It was really hard. I slept for like another 2 days after. Oh man, it was hard.
So next time you can start out with a little less. Should be a lot
Dude,
of
I
fun.
don't think there's gonna be a next time with that. I don't know how I got there, man.
But dude,
Or like,
want you to
you
have a
stop
hard time.
here and like, Angel and shit.
Can you do me a favor and grab
I don't
the
know.
battery? It's on the charger.
That when you guys left to go get
Who are you
that
talking
food,
to again?
huh?
You were talking to someone on the phone?
Yeah.
Who was
I
it?
talked to Mike and I talked to like four of my friends were at one place and they all called me. So
Alright.
that was like one of these things where like, okay, here's the last time I'm gonna talk to these guys. What's gonna
man.
happen? And then but when I talked to Mike, he said everything that I thought he would say. Like Ed was just fucked up, But I was like, I didn't even get into it with him yet because I wasn't sure what he was saying. If it was just to like help me, like
Tell him you were
like
alright?
delude me. Yeah, I told him I was really fucked up.
Yo, Ed,
What did
And
he
you-
have to say?
He just said, stick with it, I'm surprised they even got him because he's in Arizona and it's like fucking far and his cell phone shouldn't reach that far or whatever. I didn't know he has roaming. So I'm like, why did I get him, And like that was kind of weird. But I didn't get into it at all. I just sat in my room and had this feeling in my head. It wouldn't go away. I never had it ever. It was like shit pushing into my mind, I remember it's like my eyelids were going crazy, like just almost up in the back of my skull.
You
And I'm
were
sitting there
rolling.
like,
Yeah,
okay,
oh, some of it does sound
stop it.
like you don't eat.
No.
have you done any other drugs?
Never
in,
done
like,
anything
recent
besides
months?
marijuana.
I don't think you want to do either.
I don't want to ever do it.
Grass.
I can't.
Or definitely not that.
Well, E gets
It was
like
just.
affects your like breathing
almost,
rate and shit.
I almost
I mean,
lost it on E because of
makes
that.
you all warm.
Because my eyes, we were playing video game.
Yeah. Oh
and,
man.
A racing game. Which game was it? Gran Turismo, I think. And it just would flicker. And I'd be like, what the hell? What's wrong with this fucking game, And I'm talking to Katie. I'm like, Katie, can you plug that wire back in? I think there's something wrong with the game screen. It keeps flickering. She goes, no, you're rolling. I'm like, what are you
And you
talking
look away
about?
from her and it's like,
No, and I look at her, and she did the same thing. I'm like, whoa. And she goes, look, your eyelids, you just did, didn't you? I'm like,
Whoa.
how the fuck did you know? Because your eyeballs actually roll back and forth. They go, boom.
A little bit.
up and
Yeah.
down, boom,
Yeah.
boom. And when you're rolling, it really, whoa, it's really fucked up. And so I went in the mirror and I was looking at it, and I almost lost it. And my body was doing something I couldn't control.
Not. Yeah. Oh,
And
my
usually
gosh.
your eyes are, like, if you can't hear out of an ear, you
Yeah.
panic,
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on? So I couldn't really control my eyes. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
and that's
But
weird
my
because
body
that's a
felt
drug
so
you
good that
that you swallow.
yeah.
Oh, two things that I just remembered that freaked me out bad were I had this vision when you guys went out to get that food that it really wasn't to do that. It was to get the motorcycle and then come rolling in here like some fucking, Grim Reapers or something and like just throw it down. It was very weird. And I thought I heard that bike too a couple times in the garage door opening and I'm like, and I
You
can imagine
scared?
you guys coming in all happy. Oh, hey, we got the bike. Come down. Come down. Meanwhile, I swear to God, you guys said, who wants to do it? Who wants to do it? You want to do it? You want to do it?
Kill
Back and
you,
forth.
right? That's what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and I was like, and I just like sat there and you were just about to do it, and I said, but I don't want to, never see, my family again or something. And then you would be like, all right, you want to start from scratch again? And you would fuck with me until I'm right there. And you guys are all on top of me. And then I'm like, no, I can't. I seriously thought I was going to die or something. And like, go to hell. And like, and all the song is just so fucking, just everything was all intertwined so crazy. It was just,
Yeah, you're tripping.
and
Or some version of
there's some
something
version,
like that.
man. That's why I'm like, if I can just get the fuck feeling normal
I mean,
again.
you know that, Rand. I think you know clinically, like if you do a lot of weed, it's supposed to have hallucin. I mean, it's supposed to.
Right, no, you can't.
LSD is like, major doses of weed.
And I thought that you knew it was fucking laced or
I don't know
something.
if weed and acid are the same chemically, but you can still
They're not.
you can still
But-
hallucinate. It's not so it's not really acid or tripping. That's a direct acid. It's just a hallucinogenic type of similar effect, but not actually.
Mimics the effect.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, I read a little about that.
But I knew I was. Oh my god, so many things.
Where
like,
is my pillow? I don't want
I
anyone to
think
get
that
freaked
whole
out.
write a screenplay thing, man. That fucked me up. What were you saying?
I
Ren?
said I was weird talking about like what it's like being high.
Yeah.
And
that was like, what's it like being dead, kind of to me. And I didn't know if you guys were dead too. And like, this is how I thought we were all in hell, like, and we're just subject to this stupid, cycle kind of thing.
Stupid banter
Where I would just never get out of this game. All these questions would be about how I fucked up or something, and you guys would eventually kill me, pretty much. But I had to let you do it. I had to like sit there and like feel it, like feel death.
It sounds
as,
like
a human or whatever. To like.
It's about the Pope, but it's really about it fucking up.
Was there a Pope? Any kind of Pope? Yeah, something about a Pope. No. Maybe I had a lot of questions.
Although there are an
that I made up.
and city questions.
It's almost like you can't even work through this issue completely to read like every question.
Yeah, I know.
Sure,
I can get some good ones, I'm sure.
Kind of reminds me when I was out at Burning Man. I was flipping out.
Yeah, how did you? Schindler's List, was that one? No, fuck. Go ahead.
Tell us all the answers. We're still playing our game over here, and I'm losing.
Oh, shit. But I don't know. And the whole you didn't
Wasn't it too far out that it all
and you weren't like using me on this one, and then using me on this one at all. I had the same color.
Yeah, you were always brown.
Whoa.
I mean,
orange, right? I remember picking orange, but I remember shit like, oh, you're blue, right? And you moved me 6, and 3 times. Like, I think I had 2 6s, and you were like, want me to roll for you? And it was like 6, and I'm like. And then Ken was like, 6, 6, 6.
Well, yeah, do you really care about that? Does that mean anything to you?
No, not at all, but it fucked me up in the state I was in. I thought that's what it was about. I thought it wasn't real to me at all. It was just,
were you thinking
it was
about
like everything that I thought, I couldn't think anymore.
Were you thinking of
like everything, about religion, about everything. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's just, and I don't know what to think about it. I'm
saying.
just fucked up. Go ahead.
Dang, that's all.
Were you thinking of my screen name? It has 666 in it?
666.
No, actually, no, it wasn't.
Herder 666.
Oh, you know what? I might have. Actually, I might have, definitely. I don't know.
001.
No, I don't think that was it.
Yeah, no, I don't think you thought that either, because you would have said something.
I mean, but I'll say like 666 if I see it somewhere.
Yeah, and I think
Like I might have said it at some point.
I think when you said it and like, just imagine like doing this, and then all of a sudden doing it again, like that kind of thing was going on. Like that whole, you must have turned around and reached for that thing so many times.
No, that's trippy.
That was
that shit.
but it
happens
wasn't
like
yeah.
that when you're in like trippy.
But nothing was nothing was really breathing differently. But the way Rand looked at me, I was like he just had this look of like seriously the fucking devil or something. You're just like I just felt like there was like some scheme I didn't know if it was a scheme for you guys to get me really high, and then kill me.
It was just the really high part.
Yeah, that was
the scheme.
Yeah, I know.
Right
That's where it stops. But then it went beyond that, and I thought, I'm dead. And that's just not fun. I never even thought about it in that many ways at all.
Alright,
It really killed me.
Give me a second. Think about another aspect of it.
And I remember.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah. Don't say anything you can't say again.
No, maybe on the way back.
We didn't go
I
out.
thought maybe on the way back from the food you go. Because I thought I heard a message I couldn't even make out. I don't know if I still have it because I think I freaked out and deleted it. But I thought it was random thing and you buried it. And that freaked me out a lot. And that whole scene, like 665, fucking computer, I seriously.
You know that's a
my
popular
stupid
round.
Yeah,
Right?
and no, I never got that. It's always 4933 48,000. It's never.
But that like when you divide shit up, you see that all the time. It's the 2/3 mark. Like it's even decimals and decimals down the line. It
Fucked up.
shows up a lot. It goes 6666667, right? There's like a 7 on the end.
No, it's 49. There's no decimal in it. It probably didn't happen. It was probably just, of course it didn't happen. I hope God. But every song, man, there were songs like, "Oh, the bells are ringing. It's Christmas time." Fuck. It can't be. That can't be right. Every song. Every.
Well, it is
fucking
Christmas in like
song.
7
Look at
minutes.
that. It's California.
Yeah, when my friends called and said Merry Christmas, I was like, this is like my life or something.
I can't
Dude.
see.
Oh
It's a
man.
little beach with the sun and mountains.
You guys, the food's ready.
Oh, sweet.
All right.
Oh, I have them. I have one like that. I might have left it at your
I think
place.
we gave it to you or something. 'Cause
I gotta order them. Can you still get them?
Huh? I guess, yeah.
With the stickers. So cute.
What else, Ed?
I don't know. It was very. I couldn't even. I didn't know who
Who's
to talk
giving
to.
them up?
Imagine if we were playing poker
You,
with
I
like
guess.
real money. That would be
You
some
and
devil
the
shit.
the whole possibility of that, if it being real, it just, I couldn't believe it.
Why did I
You know, and it was like you guys knew that it was going to happen, you know, and it's just like, and it was just like a trip for you guys to like watch me go through it, you know, like throw these little things out, too, and I'm like, what?
Did you get any right?
Any what?
When you were really high, did you get any questions right?
No,
I don't think I did.
Every time you said,
And that's, I was expecting like some question, some crazy question, and like about me.
Well, we should definitely
Or
play
something.
some more and like just see, because you gotta get something right, and then you'll just know that the game is not like the devil and the evil
Oh,
people
no.
plotting against you.
No, just the whole thing. I just like that. That's just a creepy way for it to happen, you know, and that freaked me out.
Sure.
But the whole thing of like, what is hell, kind of freaked me out. I never thought about it. And like, what would it be? And I thought I was in it. And I thought either I didn't know what to think about anything. And like hearing like, oh my God, what is that one song that they played? Changes would come on a lot by Tupac. I could have sworn somebody said something about Tupac around. No. And something like I shot myself, and I'm like, I don't even have a gun. I'm like, what happened after I had that marijuana? And I was wondering if we all got into some big fight. It was just, yeah. Oh.
Want to try some more?
What, just to play it?
No.
It's not a fucking Ouija board.
No, word.
What? Oh, yeah, right, dude. I gotta not even think about that for a while.
Jeez.
Yeah, I remember one time actually. Now I just remembered you came out and said you were getting a little freaked out and started talking about it.
Yeah,
and
I
I was
said.
like, "You want to do more?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then I got it all out, put it all together, and then get handed to you, and you're like, no.
You know why? Because that was all. I remember that now that you're telling
You
me.
went through
That was
the
evil
ritual
to me.
again.
And that was.
Get it out, take the weed, put
That
it
was
in the vault,
evil to me,
get
man. That
the
was
lighter,
like-
and now you're ready, and then you just light it up, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Open the fill canister, take out the weed,
And then what I
break off a little piece, put the big piece back in, put the lid back on, put the little nug into the bowl, break
You
it
did
up
something.
a little, and make it fit right in there,
But no, it would start out
and
like.
make a flame, and then you're ready to smoke weed.
You didn't say that,
And then
did you? I hope?
and you hold it in your lungs, and you keep it inside there for a little while. And then, you just relax and look around at everybody, and then you blow some smoke out really slow, and you can shoot it up in the air, or you can blow
You're freaking me out.
wherever.
Okay. But the way.
And then you pass the ball to the next person, and you make sure they grab it. Then you pass them the lighter, and then you grab it completely.
I'm lost. I don't
That's
know
the
where it's-
ritual I was just going through.
Oh. No, I can get a little bit more into that. Like Rand was like the big guy taking the crazy questions at me, you know?
A big guy?
Like the major guy, the major
Head honcho.
demon or whatever, I don't know.
Okay.
What the fuck it was, man, but and then every once in a while I'd be like, Ken, ask him this question. I don't feel like dealing with it. You know? And that was probably true, right? Did you say that?
No, yeah, totally.
Because I was-
we were asking you Trivial Pursuit questions.
And I was wondering, did I say anything? Like, I was freaked out. I didn't know what was going on. And whenever you handed me the dice, I was just like,
Did
whoa.
you ever read him any questions?
I don't think so,
Probably
no.
not.
I don't know. I remember a couple times you probably laughed because you were high or something.
Yeah.
And that fucking freaked me out even more. Man. It was like,
Oh,
You missed a
I'm
big
so
laugh out
sorry.
session with her.
it was crazy.
That sucks, man.
And then let me see. Just every possible thing that could go wrong went wrong.
Let me see the questions. The other one, I think.
Oh, let me grab some too. Wait, are you grabbing from back here?
How are we gonna eat this stuff?
What do you mean?
Do we have silverware on plates?
There's plates in there, yeah. And silverware, yeah.
How come we haven't eaten yet?
I'll wait for you guys.
Oh, that's so.
I don't want to come in here with them.
Well, what do we have? I don't know if I. Yeah, I'm not.
I'll have a piece of lasagna. Let's do it too.
Need some potatoes
I think
too.
I'm gonna hold off on that. Sounds kind of awesome.
Come on, let's do it.
Alright.
Dude, I can't even eat.
Ed, keep explaining what
Ready, Brand, yo. You know how they're all obvious?
Yeah.
Yo,
There's some that totally
you know
aren't.
how sometimes it's the revelation of hearing the answer is like, oh wow, that's weird. It
Yeah.
almost seems too obvious, like
Yeah.
you're gonna die or something.
Yeah.
What ironically was the first U.S. state to outlaw gambling?
Nevada.
Ironically, yeah.
That fucked me up.
So there was something about Vegas.
That wasn't
about
the
it,
one.
but that we didn't get that. I'm trying to find some. I'm trying to find one that I recognize.
am for real.
I don't know.
It is for real.
For real feeling.
Never make
Retarded.
make Ed freak out. Well, he's too high.
Fuck, I'm shaking. Oh man, there's so many. Like it didn't even matter what the question was. It could be anything. It was like 3 out of 5 would be fucked up to me, at least. And I could not believe you were doing it.
What's that?
And I couldn't believe it was happening.
What's that?
Just the whole thing.
You say something about 3 out of 5?
Like 3 out of 5 questions seemed fucked up to me.
Oh, okay.
You know, just enough were good to keep me thinking maybe this really isn't hell. To maybe think that I'm like okay, and then you guys would say something like, "Oh, he has no idea," you know, and probably about like how cool weed is, maybe or something like he has, or something. I wonder how many words I seriously put into your mouths.
No, we're saying all this. We're saying all that.
It was just totally
But
not.
somehow the
And I thought that it seriously could not be the the pot, because I'm like, there's no way. Why am I freaking out that much?
yeah, you thought it had to be something else.
And with like the way you guys were
That's,
looking at
I
me
think
with the,
that's
I
how
never saw you guys hanging out with pillows until like that game, you know. So I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah,
man?
we're sitting at. I
You
wish we
open
had
that
a table-
door,
I
kinda
wish we had
figure
a table to play at.
And like, we should
Because
get.
sitting on the floor is rough, and we had pillows.
And I'm like, who's gonna grab my feet? Who's gonna just try to smother me when I'm fighting into a pillow? How's that gonna like feel? And I thought of like Jack Nicholson a lot in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Did you guys mention that at all?
I never saw that. No, we didn't mention that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the part that's completely crazy is that we were gonna
Yeah.
strangle you. Everything else, we said we were really talking about how cool weed is probably.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably talking about that.
Oh, and it was like.
And there's a couple times where we were probably all sitting there, kind of looking at you, just kind of thinking, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. He doesn't know it."
Oh, it's
But
yeah.
I mean, I guess that's kind of partly because we knew you really hadn't gotten high before.
Yeah.
And we saw that you were sort of out of it, so that was kind of amusing to us. From
But you know, how like okay, usually if I get freaked out at all, I say, guys, I'm freaked out. I felt that if I said that, then it would be over. Like I couldn't handle what you would say, you know.
Right.
Like I seriously thought I remember Rand saying you're dead, or something, and I'm like, whoa. That's when I think I had to leave around. And Rand followed me, and I'm like, what's he gonna do? Just let me get to my room.
Rand.
Didn't he follow me?
Yeah.
I don't know where to.
My room? Did you
Right
follow
away?
me kind of to my room? Like
Follow
after
you
I,
into your room.
like the last time I went in there before, like
I went into your room while you were messed up. Yes.
oh that was,
A couple of times.
and I started to come back when
I didn't
Kristen
get your
came in. But
keys.
when Kristen, when you knocked over that fucking thing,
I just want to ask you about
oh
that.
dude, that was the freakiest thing ever. And I kind of felt you were normal, and so I started to come around there. But
Did you knock over?
when you came over
I
and like
came in to
whacked,
his room.
oh dude.
I was like leaning over to pat him on the head, and I leaned my hand against the wall, and it knocked this picture right off. It was like.
And then it knocked into
hanging
like
on
this bank. and that fell on the floor, and like
Yeah,
it just came out of nowhere, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
feeling good,
You told me about
feeling like cool again, and then that happens, and I'm like, I said something like everything that I said was matched by like something that I translated as what I thought you were gonna say in like a very weird way.
Right.
Like the way I was like, oh, after what you just did, and you were like scared the shit out of you, you know, and I was like, that's scary. Do you remember saying that?
Mhm.
Yeah. And I thought you were saying that because it was like, you know, we're back, you know, from like going out and like let's do it again kind of thing. Like come out and play some more,
Whoa, dude.
and I'm like, no. And Rand came in too, and I thought you were cool. You didn't scare me,
Kristen,
but it still took a while.
pitch it.
Yours and Ed's, I think, are.
Oh, was that
Put on
mine?
15.
I ate it
I made
eventually.
4 of them. What?
There's only 3? Oh, you made
I ate mine already.
Oh.
Yep.
And Ken putting on D-Light, was it D-Light or whatever?
Yeah, D-Light
Oh.
was banging, man.
To freak me out. Like it was like this
But you
whole
were
wave.
able to
Of,
have a
I remember when I
kind of-
came out to play. It was like as soon as I came out, Ken ran in my room. I was like, "What's he doing in there?" And then like you ran somewhere. Rand was like, "Sit down, come on, you know,
I'll
whatever,
take
play." And I'm like, "Dude, what is going on? What
Come
are
out and
they
play.
doing to me?"
Were you thinking of Offspring? Did you start hearing guitars in here?
I don't know what I heard, but it was like everything you think you're fucked up was pretty much what I heard. And I'm like, I can't. It was just so
Yeah, that's
weird.
a voice in your head. That's not anything.
Yeah, but maybe I was
To
just
let you
picking
know,
up a lot
'cause-
of like the end things that you guys were saying. It just seems so
You guys hear most
contrived
of this?
to
I'm
me.
gonna
The
get it
game.
in your
Mm.
other room and stuff.
No. Oh, man. This baby's freaking me out. You got a lot of screaming kids in the city.
Oh man, I forgot that too. There was this chick when I was really hitting it hard that was sitting outside like laughing, evidently by herself. Every time I look, I see her and think, what the hell's going on with that? It looked like she was like just facing my room, you know. So that was pretty bad. Couldn't do anything, man. I couldn't listen to music. I tried. I'm clicking it. And I'm like, what is up with these songs?
Dude, what was up with D-Light? I thought we had a pretty
I
pretty
know,
normal,
but there were,
we had a normal kind of conversation
there was
about
something.
that, right?
I was still on the trip of like, you guys. I just thought at that point you guys knew I was fucked up and wanted to like just pretty much laugh at me, kind of thing.
Mhm.
And that kind of just fucked because I was pissed because I really thought it was spite, you know, feeling that, and I wanted you guys to admit it, you know. So I wouldn't really. I mean, I asked you once. And like the way you laughed at it even kind of freaked me out.
Wait, what did you ask us?
I think I came in here. I said, "Was that like laced with shit or like what is that shit?" I thought I said something
yeah.
like that.
It
No.
was not laced.
Oh,
It
no, what
was
happened
regular.
was... Yeah, no, those two laughed at you.
Kristen came
and I didn't
back.
know what...
What?
It was regular.
I didn't hear
It
what you
was
said.
good, but-
And so I asked them what you said, and they told me, and then I laughed. So it was kind of drawn out.
Yeah. It was weird.
That's interesting.
And like, I remember following you guys around a little bit. Oh shit! What the-
You had some crazy looks on your face.
I had some crazy. I saw some crazy shit. The question: what do you want to do? A lot about eating, and I'm like, they cannot possibly talking about Petey Quick that much.
Yeah, and,
I think you guys were
I was
talking
taking
about it a
so
lot.
many turns. I was taking so many, like I was caught up reading questions and taking my turn, and that's why I looked at it like 28 times.
That's why. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was crazy relating everything that you read in there to like something, like the question that you read too, or just something about I'm in a bad way, bad place, or whatever. Dude,
About you being in a bad place, something I would say with reading the cards or reading that Petey Quick thing. Interesting.
and like what? An auto book. Were you guys reading? Yeah, that auto book, right? I thought about my car. I thought about my car crash, my DUI, and I was like, did I die
I thought you were
then?
in hell
And-
there, yeah.
and like that whole like this is like how it this is what like from there on drew up to, like and like three unlikely people coming out and getting me, and like that's the reason why they're doing it. Like that day.
Is so fucking awesome.
Yeah, like I thought about that day that you called, and like I was like, it was on from that moment. They thought about this, and this is what it's gonna come to, and
that is a badass fucking
weird.
theory.
Yeah, there's another thing about tripping is you kind of think, time has been some giant organic thing that's led up to this moment. And you can't even think about, what kind of state of mind I'm going to be in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like Sixth Sense, you just now realize.
Well, I thought it was a feeling that would fade, but it wasn't. It just wasn't fading. It was getting stronger. And when I thought I was getting over it, like I was trying to sleep, and I realized I couldn't at all. Because every time I would get really close to sleeping, I would hear drugs or something, and be like, "What the fuck was that?" And then I would hear something else. And then my friends called me, and they seriously were so awkward with me, and I didn't know what to fucking do or say. They weren't saying anything specific, and I'm like, I gotta call them back up and talk to them, because I was afraid to say I was freaked out. But I've never been more fucking freaked out.
Weed is magical. Too much of it can be magically scary.
Oh man. Oh man. It was just like every bad thing you ever did is up in your face.
Wow, I've never heard this reaction before.
I never heard.
Ken threw up.
Like a personality who has a potential to be paranoid. I don't know. I don't want to be too into it.
Right. Yeah.
Head doctor.
Mhm.
I've never felt like that. It was just whoa. Yeah, I guess when that's so crazy that I can pinpoint when it started with that cable modem thing. I thought we were talking about TV, and then next thing you were talking about my cable for.
Yeah, no.
I thought you guys were trying to slip me out, and I'm like,
turned it
I
off
can't even answer. I don't even know what you were talking about. I thought we were talking about that, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
you turned it off accidentally. Turn it back on.
Oh, now that
cable-
freaked me out.
cable
Like
thing
shit.
Came up.
That too
And I
off.
was like, and it said broadband, and I was like, what do you have cable?
Yeah, does it
modem?
always say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
does it always say that? That's
I
weird,
really
'cause
didn't
mine
know.
doesn't do that.
But when Ken
And you
turned it
looked
on and
at-
off
you
a
looked
bunch
at
of
me
times.
Like I was an idiot.
Yeah.
Like we had been on your cable modem all day or something. I don't know. You just gave me this look, and I was like, "What is that look?" I don't understand the sarcasm.
There was weird feelings of like I wasn't really laughing along with any joke. I just felt weird, distanced a little bit anyway.
Well, that's a herb.
It's
You can sometimes feel that with
yeah, but never. Dude, that
like
was just-
especially if you're around people who aren't high. But we're all.
But if you can find a way to put you guys through that, I don't know what you'd think. And then I'm thinking, all right, please let this be a fucking act of God. I'm all corny, but I'm not really into religion. But it was weird. And then I thought that was part of the trick to get me to think it's an act of God, and I change my ways, and then you can do it anyway. Because I already fucked up so bad or something. And then I was like, that's got to be bullshit. I couldn't imagine a hell, But I could imagine being caught in this. When can you let go of the idea that this isn't hell? Like when are you gonna accept it? That's what I thought hell was. Like accepting all the bullshit you did. But I don't know why that crap. Like that. Why don't you write a screenplay? Oh, because it was like
Yeah, dude,
a
that was
shot.
just
I know it wasn't. I just felt it was such a shot. And I'm like, are they talking about me? Because I thought you looked at me when you said it.
What sparked me saying that?
I don't know, something about going in my room again or something like.
You were
Yes.
first feeling. You were.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Right, that's right. We were already talking about how you were feeling weird, and Rand was like, I don't know. You need anything? Can we get you anything?
Oh.
And then what? You thought you were about to sell your soul to us right there at that
I
point?
didn't know. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what anything was down to. I was like, it can't be down to this.
Right.
But then what happens?
Like, be here now with these people. What is going on?
Yeah, like when did it end? I wanted to know. Like where was I? What was going on? What time was it really? Was I stuck in this? I'm gonna talk to them. They're gonna be like plastic to me because they're just what I want them to be when I talk to them on the phone. like my friends I'm talking about, the other friends that weren't gonna kill me.
Right.
You know, and but see, like shit was going on in the background talking, and I'm like, I thought I heard shit like they gotta tell him, man, they gotta tell him, or something. And I'm like, what's going on? It's just everything said it's so weird to me.
That was we were gonna tell you that we're not leaving till tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know what. I'm like, what's going on?
that was a big deal. We needed to tell you that.
See, that turned into we need to tell him that he's dead.
He's going to hell for eternity, right?
Yeah, and like I remember words like that would come up sometimes. I don't know. It was, and was the TV on too, or no?
Yeah.
The whole time?
No, I think it was off some. That
'Cause I remember-
I was thinking, let's turn it on.
I remember I
was
wanted it
uncomfortable. I
on really
remember now.
badly, and I don't remember it being on because and that music. Ugh. I thought it was very weird.
And how long were we gone when we went grocery shopping?
Like a while, like an hour.
Like an hour.
Yeah, and then I was wondering if she couldn't come back at all. I'm like, what's going on? Am I just gonna sit here and? I was afraid to open my fucking front door, man. It was so stupid.
We knew it was freaking out a little bit, and then we left for the grocery store. But was that the best of the place to yourself then?
Yeah, I
You
only
still-
came out here
You were
for
reading
like
the
just
songs and getting freaked out by that.
every song I related to like
Crazy.
something, and I was looking at like when did I download that? Why did I download that?
Right.
You know, a lot of shit about like Hallelujah. Oh man,
yeah,
Hallelujah by what's his name? Came on a whole bunch, and
If
it
you
freaked me the
sit
hell out.
there- If you sit there and think about it,
Bucky?
that's probably something you think about when you're not high.
Yeah.
When you look at the tracks, when did I down like that? And why did I
Yeah,
down like that?
yeah. And now it was all working the other direction. Like you thought you knew what you felt about that song. You're a fucking idiot. You know, you don't know nothing. Literature, you think that's where everything's coming from. You think, it was weird. I was hearing like weird fucking things. Like,
Oh no, like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
there's
but-
no, like you're never gonna get this answer.
yeah,
Yeah,
here it
that's-
is. It's like here it is. You know, this is what you're stuck.
No,
Your friends are gonna.
sometimes read the question and answer. There's no way you're gonna know it. Like some random Russian guy's name.
Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of that stuff started to like did somebody say High School Resurrection? No, where did I get that? I got High School Resurrection. It fucking freaked me out. Did you say that?
Rock and Roll High School Resurrection.
Oh God, man, that was unreal. I'm like, you got it. And it's Christmas time. I'm like, yeah, that was bad.
That was nice.
Nice. Fuck you. That was
Wow.
unreal.
Dude, but that's supposed the way we say that, it's supposed to sound like wrathful. Like it's a wrath being incurred on someone. And, we had someone that was high enough to believe that it was like a wrath. That's kind of a special moment.
And that's when. I see. Oh, another thing I saw.
I always whenever we're about to go somewhere, rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay, I went. Okay, no, this is
Rock and
freaking.
roll
I
2000.
went on the internet. I got on there after it says 46665 on it, and okay, something comes up on the top of a fucking style project, and it says, "Our band is in control of this now." So like, I couldn't even get on it. It wouldn't load, and I'm like looking at it like, what the fuck is happening? And like, Cruel Summer would come on a fucking lot. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I just have no money at all. Ugh. And your friends are so far away. Oh man, it's just weird.
Yeah, I know what that's like to be really high and listen to music, and just what you do is you're sitting there taking in every sonic wah wah wah, every wave that's happening instrumentally.
Yeah, things would.
And then you're listening to the lyrics, and are you kind of guy that gets into lyrical content?
Yeah,
And you listen
definitely.
to-
Yeah,
There you go.
that's what it was all about. Like, songs that I never even thought about. Death
Yeah,
or
you
whatever.
start-
We're like all of a sudden about it. I'm like,
The way
whoa.
they break it down, they have rhyming shit. You start to identify with
Yeah.
the person who's doing the singing, and then you can get mad emotionally caught up in it.
Yeah, but it was more of like stop. I don't know. And
It's weird how the song's 3 minutes long, and then you start hearing some.
but I
new-
never did that. I just kept shooting through for like a
Oh,
half
yeah.
decent song, and I was like, these are all fucking me up too much. And then I was seriously laughing and saying, fuck it, this is what it is. And being like, cool down, and stupid shit. And I'm like, they're outside my door, ready to come in and shoot me, going through this crazy shit. And I thought once it did start happening, if it did anything, you would pick up a camera and start filming it first.
Right.
So like, I
climax
think Kristen was
of all
following me
other-
out of my bedroom with the camera, and you guys, put on music real quick. just too much.
That's amazing.
But yeah. I don't know.
In a way, it's man amazing.
I never thought about it in that way, like what it could be, like flames and hell. It's not. That's totally you can't identify with that.
Right.
But it was like all of a sudden you're gonna burn. You're gonna know what it is. Like beyond that, beyond getting suffocated from a pillow.
Which boils down to like the subject matter of a couple cards and weird social little isms
things
that happened between us.
Oh,
right?
ish was crazy. I'm like, oh, please stop saying ish. That was weird.
And Kristen will say.
Remember, there's a bunch of times where he'd be like, ish, doing like a million things, and I'm like,
Ishkabibble.
Yeah, you said ishkabibbles a lot, and I felt like I'm never gonna see it again or something, Yeah,
and I think Kristen sometimes says it in a way that's almost like sort of mocking me and Rand, I guess.
It's
but
flat and straight right now. Yeah, it's definitely sarcastic.
We have me and Rand say it with a lot of energy.
Yeah. Like all of your energy in the flow of the game just fucked me up. Couldn't deal with it. Fuck.
Alright.
Yeah, what would be interesting to read, just to give yourself a framework for weird social interaction type shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably plenty of stuff on drugs and just how weed can make you paranoid, but now that I think of it, like sociology.
Dude,
it talks about all kinds of the subject matter you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like everything. Oh my god. You know what song came on? This is Ground Zero on Christmas came on. Do you know that song?
No.
It's like we're gonna get nuked. It's Christmas time, and I'm home, just wondering what's happening in general. And I'm like, I just thought it was seriously fucked up. If 8 songs in a row came on, I had to switch the station.
It's funny you get caught up in whether you're gonna
3 times I switched it.
Believe the crazy shit you're listening to.
Yeah.
Or whether you're gonna disbelieve it and say no.
Yeah.
But.
Like I had tried to deal with it with you guys, but I couldn't.
That's what you have to do like every day when you hear that shit on the radio. Decide whether you're gonna say, "Oh, I think that's true. I agree with that," or "No, I think this commercial is bullshit." You hear commercials and
yeah,
it can blow your mind if you're high enough.
Yeah, because anything could happen.
You got any final thoughts?
Oh, I'm not even I don't think I even started. I want to wait. I don't know. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy to me that you didn't try to fuck with me at all, and I saw it that way.
Yeah, we didn't fuck with you any more than
thinking I'm high, and that's what I was trying to think of the whole time. And then
let me ask you this: you're interchanging being dead and being high so much. Did you think maybe we said something to you about you're dead or being dead because we said you're high?
Yeah, that was all like you're high, right? And shit it's your first time. It's your first time is like, whoa. This is my first time dying, really?
Yeah,
what the fuck is that? This is so bad. I'm not totally thinking
you've never
this
been
way
this
ever.
high before, but you've been high before.
Yeah, but
have you?
Yeah, I don't think you have.
I think I haven't been kind of,
You said it's the
I haven't
first
been
time- but it's the
giggly in a
first
while
time
or whatever.
You got high. I mean, you smoked without being drunk first, or drinking.
Or just the way I did it a couple times at Circo and got pretty amused. Isn't that one night in my old place when we were laughing about everything?
Circo was always easy going. Probably.
What?
It's a little more overwhelming than amused, I think, being high.
Yeah, that's why I usually don't like it.
I don't think.
But I really didn't feel anything, so I kept on hitting it, not thinking I was having good hits. And... Dude.
Yeah, I remember telling you. Drug effects can sometimes.
Yeah, and when you said.
A few minutes.
And
they laughed at that.
And you were like, yeah, I know. And that seemed like you were trying to drop me something there. It'll take a while to think. And you guys laughed because it's he does not even know.
I laughed because it was the first time I've heard anybody say the word minute without the certain inflection.
I don't know.
I'm like, man, take a few minutes. And I'm like, didn't say like a minute.
That's funny. I'll do that 1 out of 20 times.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
It's like we have just been doing it for so long. Kristen's totally picked up on it.
We've got mad crazy speech patterns that could make it seem like we're on the inside and someone else is on the outside. Yeah. No doubt.
And just like, I felt like I could not move to the floor with you guys at all either. That was not happening.
You couldn't what?
I couldn't, I threw the dice every time, right?
Oh, you
pretty
couldn't
much.
move to the floor with us, yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I just had to know what you guys were going to be doing. And this whole gunshot thing, I thought.
We should wait Chris
Man.
up. Hey, what's the guy's name? The guy sleeping on the couch. Yeah, guy, you gotta try this.
Hey girl, you gotta try this.
Try what?
Girl, did you kill Killer Bee?
What?
Yes, Cuban Bee.
I don't know why, man, but I believe him.
Oh.
Yeah, were you guys knocking on like my window at all?
Nope. Nah.
Oh, I heard knocking at my door than knocking at my window, like at the same time. Freaked me out.
You want to sleep? You want
And you know what?
Actually,
Talking about lyrics and
You want a pillow?
and like
right?
what's going on the radio, and like the songs that I'm trying to get on that I'm flipping through. Somebody is watching you came on like a really lot of times,
Kristen.
and
Here we go.
well, this is all
Thank you.
very weird.
You're all right, man.
What was it about the lyrics?
Definitely. I mean, I'm hearing like somebody's watching you,
What was about the lyrics? Yes.
and then I'm like, there's a song Flight 601 about some kind of an
Airplane.
airplane, something about airplane crash.
Man,
I'm
there's
thinking,
a good tune.
and I'm thinking, did I make it
in there.
home and
What
then
do
go
the
back?
numbers like 106, 833, have in common, and they're all plane crashes. Or it's a good question.
Yeah, that's a dope answer. I can see how that could freak somebody
But
out.
we read that in the car. That was a while ago.
And
But
sometimes,
shit like that, man.
sometimes I
That's a
heard,
good one,
Shit like
yeah.
that, you know?
sometimes I was like
Yeah,
also
they're
reaching
very-
out
Sweet.
for like thinking I was like somewhere else, like in a hospital or something. I'm
You
wondering
know
like,
what?
am I
And
or am
come
I
to
like,
think of it,
if
the
I
first
thought it was
time
kind
I
of
got
time.
high, I was with Mike, and it wasn't that. I was pretty scared
Yeah, I remember.
because we really smoked a lot, and and I had some weed smoking experience with Ken and Marco, but not much. And then we smoked like it was a dime bag, but it was like a 20 bag of kind bud. It was like a gram of kind bud. And it wrecked me, and I was banging my head against.
Oh
the thing.
yeah.
Like, oh my
You
god.
told me.
I was like, I feel like I had an inch more flesh around every part of my body, like.
Yeah.
It was weird. I wasn't sure if I had the headache or if I was stomach ache or what. So maybe it's what about your first time, Ken, that you were sure that you were high?
I remember 2 times come to mind. One was at Marco's.
Right.
I think we hadn't drunk this time.
Okay.
Wait, this isn't recording still, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, we can turn it off now.
Nah,
No, leave it on.
All right, because I was thinking about more, definitely. But go ahead. First time.
You should shoot more with here too.
Okay.
Like us, because that's just talking about him.
Break for a moment. Yeah. Once was at Marco's, we went over and smoked, and we watched Where the Day Takes You after.
Yeah.
Do you remember that at all?
No, I mean, I remember. Well, I don't remember
Watch
the
the
movie, but I
movie.
remember watching it.
Do you,
and
do you know that movie?
No.
Okay.
I just remember it was in his room.
You probably remember
And he had it was the first time we were actually in his bedroom. Remember?
I think we're all laying on like a mattress, like laying back.
Yeah, it was in his bedroom. We had never been in it before because it was filled with
Yeah,
shit. We
that
always
sounds
talked
about right.
We were so amazed how huge his bedroom was. Based on
We
the
hung out
time.
in there a couple times after
That, yeah.
So, yeah, that was one time. It didn't kick in totally till I felt a funny thing in my throat, but it didn't kick in my whole head and my chest and everything until we started watching the movie. And it was a banging movie. It was so fun to watch. And another time was with my friend Joel, actually. And it was one of the first times. And I smoked like a whole joint with these 2 guys, and didn't feel anything. And then like a couple hours later, I smoked another joint, and that's when I started to feel it.
Yeah, mine was definitely Mike.
And that time I was watching Dead Poets Society. That was excellent, but I couldn't pay attention. I could not follow it at all.
We were watching Indiana Jones.
And I've had that a million times at your place. Smoke too much and can't follow the plot.
Yeah, at my new place or the course.
Your new place, Mostly, I think, really.
Oh shit, was this a question, man? What was the anesthetic ingredient in paregoric something?
No.
What the fuck is that? Rubbed on teething Victorian babies' gums? Opium? That wasn't one?
No.
What about this one?
What if it was?
I don't. That just a drug would just throw me off a lot.
I think there was one about Novocaine.
Dude, how about this one? Novocaine?
What about this?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Wait, was
Oh,
Kristen housing us in that game too?
yeah, dude.
What about that?
That freaked me out. It was like, what's going on? Wait, was that in the in that game earlier?
She's been beating us in every game.
'Cause you guys were getting a lot-
Basically, yeah.
Well, see, yeah, when we did Trivial Pursuit, just random, we just asked every question on every card. She was killing us.
Yeah.
So we were just like, we were kind of acknowledged she was like the shit.
What about what TV host went gold with the CD Romantic Christmas?
No.
Because it was Tesh. For some reason, maybe that sparked on.
That would just be like a funny Conan joke to me.
I don't
I
know.
think you're pulling from the wrong side because none of these.
No? No, I'm telling you, I must have fucking heard
Here's one
this
thing
one.
I was thinking of.
This is like so typical. What jazz age novelist wrote "There are no second acts in American lives"? No?
No.
Gotta be kidding me.
Jazz age novelist was WCP.
That's Scott Fitzgerald.
That's right.
Because doesn't that end in like something
Not
really bad?
didn't.
Great Gatsby? No?
Definitely didn't.
Fuck, man, I don't know.
Yo, Ed, here's something I was thinking about. If it felt like we were kind of just demons trying to just fuck with you and kind of, you know.
It's so
Get
stupid.
you to sell your soul to something, whatever, weed. And,
No,
if it felt like we were kind of doing like this whole,
it wasn't really.
event,
But you
this
guys
whole
weren't you
get-together.
guys.
It was all
Yeah.
kind of like for your sake. I think kind of because it was.
Yeah.
You know, because we came all the way out here to get you
But it
and
came-
bring you back. You know?
And it just reversed itself. Yeah. Definitely.
It was all
I look
focused on somehow just us hanging out here. Somehow like a big funny thing to see what you're like when you're high.
Mm-hmm. Not like that. That was something else.
Speaking of which,
Yeehaw.
And I really don't even remember what that. Yeah.
Is that comfortable, Ed? How you're sitting?
Yeah.
It's like fucking Marco.
you should join the circus.
I've been to the same shit. He would balance himself on one corner of a chair, all like 7 feet tall into his body, on this one little corner of a chair. And he'd like suck his legs all into his chest and put one arm in and one arm out and sit there and be on his computer and be all fucked up. God, it freaked me out.
With one hand.
Yeah, right. And he like, and his neck was always like at those vultures on the fucking cartoons, you know, would go down and then come back up. You know what I mean? And have his face like inches from the screen. It's got that big nose.
Go down and come back
You
up.
know what I mean? Though?
Yeah.
Like the Adam's apple was really heavy and weighed the neck down.
Let me talk like this, George.
Okay, how about this one? I'm telling you, you guys read these and you don't remember.
No, I definitely.
What biblical epic was the top-grossing movie of the 1950s?
Nope.
I remember
You're
some
reading-
Ten Commandments shit going on.
No, you're reading the wrong card.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like seeing how I could have easily done it, you know? If I see ones that I fucking...
Catholic school.
that you guys really did
Read
read.
from the other side.
Okay. Oh, here it is. What D word? The big PX in this guy. And some of the times that you read shit, like you read shit like, I think you read, you guys were always like, give it to me one more time. Give it to me one more time. Once, you know, one more time. And I was like, that freaked me out a lot. And like you read something to her and you were like you would have said.
That was also part of our habits. Something we already formed like way before we started playing with you. We had many hours.
Yeah, you guys.
Ask someone to repeat it.
Yeah, and it was like weird stuff. Like you were doing like you were saying like this and that and then comma, this comma. And I'm like, whoa,
God bugged you.
what's going on? Yeah. It just got
Oh, Ed.
the format just
Diction.
fell apart.
Thinking about capital P X or capital P dot capital X dot.
That's period. Period. So, yeah, and I'm like, the way you guys were saying, I'm like, this can't be real. And then one more time, and I was like, that freaked me out a lot. And like, you read something to her, and you were like you would have said.
That was also part of our habits. Something we already formed like way before we started playing with you. We had many hours.
Yeah, you guys
ask someone to repeat it.
Yeah, and it was like weird stuff. Like you were doing like you were saying like this and that and then a comma, this comma, and I'm like, whoa. What's going on? Yeah. It just got
Ed.
the format just fell apart.
Thinking about capital P X or capital P dot capital X dot.
That's period. Period. So, yeah, and I'm like, the way you guys were saying, I'm like, this can't be real. And then you guys would say something normal that I thought was normal, and in the same sentence you would change it and like look at me, and then do you want to get?
Yeah, and you know how you look at someone when you know the answer and you think they might.
Yeah.
Know?
Right.
I'm getting mad.
That shit had to be ill considering what the subject matter of the question seemed like they were to Ed.
All this stuff that you're going through is definitely fitting a single formula, but it's still neat to go back and look at each specific incident.
Oh, this is weird. How many of every 10 people keep gloves in their car's glove compartment?
0.
I think.
Right. We had a big discussion about that.
Dude.
Because you can't.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that.
Where does trivia?
I'm thinking that is like one of the things that are like if I asked and you showed me the card and it says 0%, it would fucking kill me. You know? It would have been like, whoa,
I get it.
it's not right, man.
Yeah, and now you saw that 0 and it didn't freak you out.
Let me see. Whoa. Was that Dodgers question 1 too or no?
Yeah.
That was one. Was that mine?
It was what team? What's California?
Oh,
That freaked
Ed,
me out, dude.
Because I went to you and asked you if you might know.
Yeah, that freaked me out definitely.
That's totally random, just because you live here.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff was going on, like things that were coming in. Like he moved to LA to get a DUI and crash his car and shoot himself. All these things were coming. I'm like, what? I would never do this. I'm like, and then it was like I did the unthinkable, you know. I was like just thinking, how can I pay for it or whatever? And this was like the worst possible thing, and to like be fucked with, you know.
Look at each specific incident.
Oh, this is weird. How many of every 10 people keep gloves in their car's glove compartment?
0.
I think.
Right. We had a big discussion about that.
Dude.
Because you can't.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that.
Where does trivia?
I'm thinking that is like one of the things that are like if I asked and you showed me the card and it says 0%, it would fucking kill me. You know. It would have been like, whoa.
I get it.
It's not right, man. Like,
Yeah, and now you saw that 0 and it didn't freak you out.
let me see. Whoa. Was that Dodgers question 1 too or no?
Yeah.
That was one. Was that mine?
It was what team? What's California?
Oh,
That
Ed,
freaked me out, dude.
Because I went to you and asked you if you might know.
Yeah, that freaked me out definitely.
That's totally random, just because you live here.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff was going on, like things that were coming in. Like he moved to LA to get a DUI and crash his car and shoot himself. All these things were coming. I'm like, what? I would never do this. I'm like, did I? And then it was like I did the unthinkable, you know. I was like just thinking, how can I pay for it or whatever? And this was like the worst possible thing, to like be fucked with, you know. That it's not that, you know, you don't know what's going on, you know. And Trivial Pursuit was like the perfect fucking thing because it was all over the place. And just weird little.
Yeah, dude. I remember when I had my really bad trip. It was like after my freshman year of college that summer, and I was hanging out in the city with these guys, and I was constantly thinking about the difference between the city and where I lived back home. Because I was home for the summer, and city and the suburb. And what was I doing here in the city? Why was I going to school?
Yeah.
You know, at this place in the city. You know, where I was at with my life at that point.
Definitely. I was thinking about like the first time I met people, you know, and like I would see it and be like, damn, this is what it was for. This is why I met Rand and Prince and everybody.
God,
It was like,
damn it!
to put me through some crazy thing that
Repeat that, please.
to fuck
I
me.
missed it.
It was like shit that really, it was like everything was sealed, you know? I was like, damn, that's how it was gonna end.
Fate.
Yeah, and I was like, it can't be. There's no way. There's no way that like everything, going back to like when I first met you, that's why it happened, you know?
What?
And like, but then, and like, did it all like even exist other than right here? Because I'm sitting there and all these crazy things are up here.
We said a lot
You know what
of
I mean?
the stuff.
Yeah,
that you
and
heard.
but everything is getting turned around and like crazy shit, like, you know, movements that I just couldn't keep track of and stuff.
Associating things we said
Yeah.
that weren't really associated. We said many different things.
Yeah.
And you were associating them together,
Mhm.
and they didn't necessarily go together.
Right. Yeah, we definitely move at a
Yeah, I
slow
felt
pace.
just so confused and so like, what are we talking about?
And me and Rand like to be confusing.
Yeah, but God.
And when it comes to asking questions, we'll fuck with each other and like wick our tone of voice all every which way.
Yo.
But it's just so weird to like think for a second that, oh, no, it's not a thing that came up, American Psycho? Came up on my computer, I have like a little monologue from that. And somebody said Psycho. Somebody talked about Psycho.
Psycho the movie.
Yeah,
Answer to a
whole
question.
shit. And I'm sitting there, you know,
Anthony Perkins.
in that last scene where he's
All every which way.
Yo.
but
Why was I going to school?
yeah.
You know, at this place in the city. You know, where I was at with my life at that point.
I-
And
Definitely. I was thinking about like the first time I met people, you know? And like I would see it and be like, damn, this is what it was for. This is why I met Rand and Prince and everything. It was like
damn it!
to put me through some
that-
crazy thing that
Repeat that, please.
to
I
fuck
missed
me.
it.
It was like shit that really, it was like everything was sealed, you know? I was like, damn, that's how it was gonna end.
Fate.
Yeah, and I was like, it can't be. There's no way. There's no way that like everything, going back to like when I first met you, that's why it happened, you know?
What?
And like, but then, and like, did it all like even exist other than right here? Because I'm sitting there and all these crazy things are up here.
We said a
You
lot
know what
of
I mean?
the stuff.
Yeah,
that you
and
heard.
but everything is getting turned around and like crazy shit, like, you know, movements that I just couldn't keep track of and stuff.
Associating things we said
Yeah,
that weren't really associated. We said many different things.
yeah.
And you were associating them together,
Mhm.
and they didn't necessarily go together.
Right. Yeah, we definitely move at a
Yeah, I
slow
felt
pace.
just so confused and so like, what are we talking about?
And me and Rand like to be confusing.
Yeah, but God.
And when it comes to asking questions, we'll fuck with each other and like wick our tone of voice all every which way.
Yo.
But it's just so weird to like think for a second that, oh, no, it's not a thing that came up, American Psycho? Came up on my computer, I have like a little monologue from that. And somebody said Psycho. Somebody talked about Psycho.
Psycho the movie.
Yeah,
Answer to a
whole
question.
shit. And I'm sitting there, you know,
Anthony Perkins.
in that last scene where he's sitting there like in a straitjacket. I'm like,
about his mother.
yeah, and I'm like, this
He
is
loved her, but he wanted to kill her. No, she. I forget the question. It was about Anthony Perkins.
that scared me. I remember John Candy for some reason. I remember a lot of
What
talk about
SCTV
Sublime and stuff.
What,
Maybe.
what late SCTV character once uttered the line, you know, somebody looking into the mirror and
Fuck yeah, that. Come on, dude, you gotta feel that. Definitely.
Well,
Looking,
said,
I'm-
something like
shit, that really killed me. I thought that's what I was doing. This is my.
late
come here.
SCTV star once uttered the line, and it was something about when I look in the mirror I have to laugh, or I don't know, something about his weight. And he'd cry so much he could only laugh.
You just thought that was reflecting you. Ed.
Yeah, mirror.
What's California?
Oh,
That
Ed,
freaked me out, dude, you know?
Because I went to you and asked you if you might know.
Yeah, that freaked me out, definitely.
That's totally right. Just because you live here.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff was going on, like things that were coming in. Like he moved to LA to get a DUI and crash his car and shoot
Right.
himself. All these things were coming. I'm like, what? I would never do this. I'm like, And then it was like I did the unthinkable, you know. I was like just thinking, how can I pay for it or whatever, and this was like the worst possible thing, and to like be fucked with, you know. That it's not that you don't know what's going on, you know. Trivial Pursuit was like the perfect fucking thing because it was all over the place. And just always died on the Mother's Day stories Quentin Tarantino wrote for his mother.
His mother. See how it's abundantly obvious?
Yeah, damn.
Like,
and that with like this constant weird, that fucking
I think
cycle of the Petey Quick. It would go back to it every time. It'd be like,
yeah, the Petey Quick.
You bring me here, and then you.
Funny as balls.
Yeah, then I'm like.
And Ed, do you think how like your feelings about the Petey Quick thing had anything to do with like how you really feel about ordering Petey Quick in real life?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's wild.
It was just totally like someone would say life is short or something. I would think that, and then as I'm thinking that, you go, give me that Petey Quick book. I'm like, what, dude? Like, where'd that Petey Quick book go?
Juxtaposition.
And yeah, you would do that a lot. Where'd that Petey Quick book go? And that's like, to me, it was like, where the fuck did your life go or something? You know, where'd Petey Quick go?
I remember what that was like
So
when I was really big.
Just having that one
Juxtapose
word.
these
Yeah.
two things together. I had to like, we took this acid, right, and drove all the way down to the city. So 1 hour or an hour and a half after I took it, I was mad hitting. And I had just gotten to like Germantown. I had to go take a piss in a Boston market. Couldn't handle myself. I had to get out of the car. Was like this trying to unlock the door of the car. Was reaching at it, going blurp against the side of the door. Blurp. I couldn't reach inside and grab it.
Oh my god.
And when I pushed it open, my leg goes out like this to hit the street, and it's like.
Whoa. And you made it?
So then I got up and I could stand up and I could walk, but I felt a little weird and sore in my back. And when I went into the Boston market, I saw the normal big serving area that they have. And I saw a couple employees behind there, and I was just trying to get my bearings. I don't know what it's like to be at a restaurant, but I was just staring at the counter where the workers were. And I couldn't even think that I needed to go to the bathroom, and I had to just go straight back. And I kind of thought I had to get food and drink when I was there. Like I couldn't just use the bathroom. And that threw me for a loop. And then I went on a walk.
When I tripped for those 2 days, there was this like little water damaged piece of wood at the floor of the bathroom, right by the tub. And I went in there to wash my face to try to calm down. I just sat down on the toilet seat. And I saw that thing, it was in the paint one, cracking every time it breathed and stuff. And I got down on my knees to stare at it, to see if it actually was breathing. And I'm trying to measure it against like the tile floor to see if it's actually increasing or decreasing. Yeah. And then right then, like some fucking, I don't know, spider or ant was crawling around the floor. And I could swear to God the wall was, every time it breathed out, a new ant would come out. And I'm thinking, like, as I'm thinking this, I'm sitting on the toilet seat, and I'm like,
impossible.
Every single part of my house breathing ants or bugs. And I'm like, great, my ass is sitting on a big hole in the toilet. Fucking had to get the fuck up and get out of there. And because fluorescent lights are never good for any of that shit either. Oof.
Fuck, dude. Was this one by any chance? What license must Californians
Yes.
acquire before
I don't think you were in here, though.
they can legally? I remember hearing that hunting. I remember. And that freaked me out because it was like you guys were pretty much hunters sent, to scoop me up or whatever. Oh, was it Clint Eastwood in there?
No.
That kind of sounds familiar.
This is some Clinton stuff, Hillary Clinton.
The river flows through Baghdad. What about 1-8? There wasn't a question about Batman character, was there?
It's awesome, man. We gotta do some.
The Penguin? No?
We gotta do some. We got a trip now for real. That will be fun.
I do not want to trip to the Grand Canyon.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's way too much.
We have to get it before then.
Right.
We have to get it tomorrow.
I'm sure. No, I guess I could have got some work done before we left.
Oh fuck! You should. How much?
I don't know. I didn't even ask. I could have.
How much do you think it is usually?
Not much, because I've been getting it from Joe. So. Through Joe, it is.
Oh god, dude, that's crazy.
You been doing that in like the past minute?
I haven't done that shit in a year and a half since that time. Like a year and a half.
Do you know how much it is for like a certain amount?
Probably.
1 ounce or something?
Well, it's supposed to be
Less?
2 drops is a hit, but
Uh-huh.
Joe said it was a little weak, so he's putting like 4 drops in sugar cubes. Probably sure he's selling that for about $5 or $10 each sugar cube. You can probably get like a little I don't know what, a gram-sized jar with probably $20. Has like 15 hits in it or something like that. It's cheap.
How much?
Not much, but probably $5 for 1 sugar cube, 1 or 4 drops.
Mm.
That's basically 1 hit, 1 night of experience. But I don't know. Every time I've done that shit, each time it's gotten a little bit worse.
Mm.
Just not overall good, I should say. But then again, I usually do it in the summer.
Remember the
And the
spring
sunlight
jam?
and the heat really affects me.
Remember the spring jam or spring fling, whatever it's called, spring jam?
Which one?
You did acid. Lived in the
Oh,
courts.
Marcos acid, yeah. Right.
It like didn't work or
No,
something.
it took 6 tablets. That's why I took all 4 of the ones next time. And they were like super dope powerful ones. You should only take 1 of. They were like on thick paper. They had actual pattern on it, picture pattern, yin yang patterns on it. And I totally overdosed.
Ooh. The guitar, Star Spangled Banner?
Nope.
Hendrix? No? Huh.
What if it was? What if we did ask that one?
I don't know, because I can
Jimi
def-
Hendrix, Sex, Drugs,
anybody
Rock and
that's
Roll.
dead or
Death.
death, you know?
He's dead, yeah.
It was more than dead. Like,
You listen to his music and think about that he's dead.
the thing that about the drugs was like, it was just so corny. It was like hearing voices like, what are you getting high for and shit like that. Like, look what it did at one time or something. It was fucking retarded, but it scared me.
Holy shit.
Almost done that tape?
I just put it in.
I'm shot for an hour.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Damn, I haven't done 2 tapes left.
I can do some taping.
Oh, when were you guys doing this one that...
This is what Christmas, it looks like. Christmas tree only style.
Purchase with your rental West Christmas Club. See you next year.
Oh,
Come on, man. Let's go.
Ooh!
God, you can't get anything for $13. All right, first in, big ones. Springfield Downs, here I come.
We go through,
You know what I mean?
we're gonna go through Arizona. It's day
I
then?
got a hot little puppy in the front.
Day after we wake up in Vegas.
We're gonna catch
Total washdowns of
the Grand Canyon sunset. So, yeah, we are.
The next night after Vegas.
The dark
The next night in Vegas, yes. We're gonna spend the night in Vegas.
You guys gotta see that Arizona.
Yeah, we did miss it.
They were the best, I think. Maybe the Appalachian were. I mean, not quite, but in a different way.
What's going on now, guys? What are you doing?
Leave it!
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
It's like Escape from LA, it's the chapter of the Steve.
Yeah, right.
What are you doing, Ed?
It's a word is not.
Can't wait to go home.
Time
They
is
called you a punk. Oh, I said it so quickly and silently that no one heard, and I didn't even realize I said it.
Alright.
6:47.
Man, it's another one of my
I think
socks.
Rand picked it up and let us know.
Anybody tell me if socks on beach nice? Punk.
Oh, I said it so quickly and silently that no one heard, and I didn't even realize I said it.
Alright.
6:47.
Man, it's another one of my
I think
socks.
Rand picked it up and let us know.
Anybody tell me if socks on beach nice?
We should go get the car and pull it around and put our crap in it.
Yeah.
Mark,
I'll go get it.
you want to?
Sure.
There we go. We're ready to go. Huh? We're not ready? You recording? Yeah. Yeah, so here we are, ready to go. I'm wearing this ridiculous hood. Later, Andrea.
Take care now. Nice meeting you.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for letting us come into your home and whatnot.
Take care, have fun, be careful. Don't get too high and fall in the rain time.
Well, we will. Except for the second part.
Woo! I thought that was everything.
Oops. Ah.
There's the ises.
We have much stuff left. We have nowhere to put it. We have no back window anymore.
So what's the verdict? Will we be able to see anything out the back window?
We could put some stuff right there. There's a space, see? Right down in
I think
there.
you should.
Tell Rand to stick my Polaroid and stuff back there.
Rand.
Rand.
Ken, you want to fill up all these water bottles?
Sure.
No, just be just come here and wine glasses, just rinse them all out for a second.
Nice. That's about like 10 liters of water.
That one up there is
altogether.
pretty full. That's mine.
All right.
Sweet. It reminds me, I gotta get mine. Water bottle right there.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can put on your seat that we don't need right away. But
Oh, this is
shut pillows.
garbage. There's a little spot in the back. I'm gonna throw my Polaroid back.
Yeah, I'm sure there
Right
is. Yeah, I'm gonna put this pillow.
here. Up goes my little Polaroid. Ah.
There we go. Put the blanket back there. And the pillow. And there's still foot room. Okay, now. What's the stereo? I'll start hooking that up.
You're knocking these walls down. LA on Christmas. Big fucking deal.
Recording. Oh!
What do we have left? Day bags? Everybody's day bag.
Yeah.
Jesus. Huh.
Everyone clap for me. It's gonna slide off.
No, not if I drive.
Whoa. Brrr.
down with skills of driving that are that good. And he has displayed them many times around the University of Pennsylvania. Red is the skills driver.
Okay.
He's the skills driver.
You should have more stuff in your bag, Ken. It's really empty.
I should have more?
That's what it feels like.
Grab some
I don't know how
books.
much. I don't know.
I guess.
I wish we could. You guys did a walkthrough at your house.
Some kind of everything like stuff. Yeah, we checked it out. It's gold.
Oh, nice.
All systems are arriba. All systems are
Andre. It didn't?
right, Kristen?
That is
Oh,
correct.
wait. Turn the surge power protector on. Wait, the button on
Ram have displayed his packing skills.
Yeah, move that.
He's about to display his driving skills. And then we're gonna go exercise our gambling skills.
And there also, can you hand me, there's a little plug-in for my cell phone. It's just one single wire. I kind of tied it around the speaker wire back here so I can get it. It should be right back on this side.
Our free drink consuming skills are
I
gonna be
just-
on tonight later.
Free drink consuming skills.
It's
We're
just
all
a
gonna
single,
display them.
it's like it's a power cable for, it's plugged into the power strip. No, it's plugged into the power strip with one of the big warts. It's just one single black wire that goes to a little hollow tip bullet style plug-in joint.
This one? Oh wait, no.
No.
What the hell is?
No, that gets plugged in. I just need the one end to plug in my cell phone with. Here, I'll get it. You get the whole thing.
This one, Ram? No, it's a Sony.
No.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a camera charger. It looks like a little thing that plugs into to a cigarette lighter.
Birds to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, you're a perfect city for riding a motorcycle.
Los Angeles.
I had a great time. I'm not crazy about the brightness or the smog or the excessive competition in the film world and all the bullshit, which I'm sure everyone's aware of. But it's definitely interesting and different. And
next time we'll have to hit up some strips.
yeah, next time we'll have to be here longer and actually check out the place instead of hang out inside or on the bike, you know. But man, motorcycle trip was a blast. High points of my life. Riding a Harley down Sunset Boulevard and up Hollywood Boulevard. It was a good time. So that's it.
That's it? Alright. Ed, do you have anything to say to Los Angeles?
Fuck you. I hate you. Nah, I just want to get out
Very
of here
concise.
for a little while.
A little while? What about getting out of here for good? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Not until I make some money out here. Get to do what I want. Then maybe. But I like it. Especially all my friends were in here.
What do you like about it?
I've seen what I like. The way the whole city's laid out, I like.
whole scene.
It's easy to get around. It's beautiful weather every day. It's
Drive up big ass hills.
It's a nice lifestyle out here, I think. That's my impression.
yeah. So they have all their shit together. Their trash. Their just basic things that are all fucked up in Philly, I think.
So right here, I
Stupid.
turn left here.
I
right?
turn left here, yeah. And then you're gonna bear right and then go up Cahuenga.
Right.
But it's nice.
It's on they're on the verge of utopia out here.
I like it. You're very close
Really?
to the beach.
Not quite.
Kristen almost got mugged.
What was that?
I know, that's fucked up.
Walking to Rite Aid 2 days
Hey, you
ago.
want to know what's going on with me right now? We need
Yeah.
batteries.
Yeah, we need batteries,
Batteries.
back
Do
here.
you have anything to say to LA?
Yeah, it's awesome. I didn't get to ride a Harley, but
Okay.
I got to ride a Voyager up and down, the streets.
That
And
was
I
sweet.
loved just driving around the streets. It was fabulous. And the little places all around, hearing where celebrities live and whatnot like that. We'll definitely have to come out longer next time. Get more of the scene spots. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get down in the
Yeah,
scene
bear to the right if you can. Look out.
until I can
You
just
can
make
it,
fun
yeah.
of it all the time.
Doubles.
It's my goal. Future for LA. LA's the funnest though.
We didn't even do anything.
Now we're gonna hit LV.
We didn't even go out.
That's gonna be dope.
Rand, what are your
go
thoughts
right
on
here.
Las Vegas?
I'm so happy. I've always wanted to go to Vegas. Strippers, gambling, shows, see the sights, laugh, scream Vegas, baby Vegas, watch the sunrise. All that
Old
stuff.
school.
Yeah.
Staying right here. Gonna go 101 right here. 101 that way.
One south.
South. Yeah, that goes to the 10. Okay.
So yeah, Vegas.
So we're
Vegas.
good.
Pick up some beautiful babies.
Yeah. Chew them up and spit them out.
be
Bro,
like,
we
what?
gotta win a lot of money before we do that. But you can't just start out doing
You don't have to pay for all the babies. That's just in your world, Ed.
Oh, yeah, people are paying to touch you.
Ed, your thoughts on Vegas?
Wait, hang on.
hated it the
I have
last
to
two
interrupt
times,
everyone
but-
sharing their thoughts. Do we have
Lost
any
lots of
double A
money.
batteries?
Yeah, let's do that
I have
first.
AA batteries.
I don't want people to hear because the music will be good.
Okay. Well, okay, so you hate Vegas.
Well, the first time was great. Won $1,400. Had a blast and lost it pretty much all. Didn't spend anything. Had the good time of winning like a whole bunch of money at once. The second time I lost $500. Had to borrow rent money from you. The third time I lost my rent money again. Had to borrow it from my friend. So, but I was up like $400 each time, but I just didn't know when to quit.
So, Adam,
So now if I get it up to 400, I'm done. I can help you guys out on the trip. If I get up to 1,000, I'm going for 5.
so I'm taking this to the 10, you said, Ed? 10
Wait,
west,
what
east.
the fuck are you doing?
101
Where
south.
is that atlas? I know you go this way, but I'm not sure if it goes to the 10 then to the 15. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. 10 east and then to the 15 north, right?
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
pretty sure it
Or does
is.
it just go 101 to 15? It's been a while.
Alright, I'm gonna shut the camera off and look at the atlas.
Yeah, before we already.
That's why he's gay.
That's why Rand's gay.
Alright.
Talking about you.
What are we on right now?
It's 101 south.
101 South.
The resurrection.
Looking for the 101. That's where we are. Where we're trying to get. Alright, the 15 is the route that you take all the way there.
Yeah,
So you probably go from the 10 to the 15.
yeah, exactly.
So what do I take? 10 what? 10
east.
west? 10 east?
Just want to keep on going that way.
10 east, yeah.
Really?
10 east or north.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Does it go north and south?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure the 15 goes north and south, so I thought the 10
Yeah, the 10 is an even number, so it goes east and
right
west.
now.
So,
I mean,
I learned that playing Trivial Pursuit.
so 10 east to 15 north.
Alright, I'll get batteries now. Whoa, that's a cool shot.
All right, Ed. First trip of the fucking trip. First leg of the trip.
feels good finally.
How's it gonna be back there? Is it comfortable? You guys comfortable? All right.
I don't sleep.
I'm so glad I could get all that stuff in there. I'm still down with getting the top box though, because then we can slide that thing all the way back and have like. Oh God, you want to play what's gross and gross? A truckload full of dead babies.
Okay, what's grosser than that?
Emptying it out with a pitchfork.
Okay, I got one. What's grosser than gross?
I don't know what.
10 dead babies nailed to a wall. What's grosser than that?
I don't know.
1 dead baby nailed to 10 walls.
That is grosser than that. You have succeeded.
What's grosser than gross?
I don't know what.
A pile of dead babies. What's grosser than that?
10 piles of dead babies.
A live one on the bottom eating its way out.
Yes, I've heard all these before, but they're still gold.
I heard that all at art school in summer.
What's the one about like vampires and used tampons?
I got a lot of good racing jokes just because I used to work with some racist boss. Fucking really racist.
Vampires and used tampons.
I got a lot of good racing jokes just because I used to work with some racist boss. Fucking really racist. Lonely transistor. So 10, San Bernardino. Lonely transistor. So 10, San Bernardino, Santa Ana, that's where I'm going. Yes.
Yeah. San Bernardino, that's what you're gonna head toward.
are trying to figure out how to put batteries in a CD player. It's taking them like a minute.
Drop out of college.
Way more difficult than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dropout bench.
That thing's freaking out.
What's that
Dropout
paper gonna
bench.
get you?
It's gonna get me a lot recognition. I'm gonna be the first one in my whole family to do it. That's where I'm going. Yes.
Yep. San Bernardino, that's what you're gonna want to head toward.
The boys are trying to figure out how to put batteries in a CD player. It's taking them like a minute.
Drop out of college.
Way more difficult than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dropout bench.
That thing's freaking out.
What's that
Dropout
paper gonna
bench.
get you?
It's gonna get me a lot recognition. I'm gonna be the first one in my whole family to do it.
I just want to put off starting my life as long as possible.
Yeah, right. I'm down. I'm not too upset that I'm gonna be in college for 5 or 6 years.
I'll stay for another 5. It's a good life. Every 10 weeks, shit changes up on you.
Yep, new people,
New people.
What was the CD like a little off?
new place. Well, same place, but actually 4th floor. McAllister every day, pretty much. But
Alright, Ken,
I just wish I didn't have to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be. She got them out of her little bag area, right?
Yeah, they're fresh.
Sure you put them in right?
Put them both in the same way, right?
Usually the spring goes on the negative side.
Is that working now?
Maybe you just.
Do you have any like hold buttons or whatever pressed? Yeah.
Yeah, they should be. She got them out of her little bag area, right?
Yeah, they're fresh.
Sure you put them in right?
Put them both in the same way, right?
Usually the spring goes on the negative side.
Is that working now?
Maybe you just.
Do you have any like hold buttons or whatever pressed?
Yeah, I have a hold button. I was checking that.
I don't know what happened.
Usually the
Maybe these
spring
are,
works on the positive and the negative
No,
side.
these are dead. These are dead.
okay, those are both dead. I mean, it wasn't hard. I took out 2 bags of here.
Maybe you push this. Push the spring. Lightning resistor.
Yeah, I remember this jam.
Okay. I want to shoot this Vegas.
You like this sound, Ken?
This sound?
Yeah.
San Diego.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I just like bands that are ambitious to